Now let us continue with our news coverage of the day. This looked interesting.
Pastor Doug
hit me up with even some videos of this Christian nationalist pastor that we can check out later. But now let's contextualize him. The Christian nationalist pastor with ties to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. I was always honestly deeply interested in
more beer money.
Hell yeah, my friend. Thank you, Transcon Driver. 500 biddies. That is beyond kind of you. Thank you. I will definitely buy a couple of bureaus from that cash. Thank you, my friend. I was always like, obviously, Pete Hegseth is a degenerate right-wing white supremacist. It is exceptionally simple to see this. But as I like to call myself, as an academic of fascist ideology, I always try to pinpoint what kind of fascist they are. Okay, what kind of demon they are. While it is healthy to generalize all the demons of hell as demons, it is very important for you to know if somebody serves Nurgle, or if they serve Slanesh, or if they serve Korn, or if they serve Zinch, and so on. So maybe by looking at this pastor who has influenced Pete Hegseth, we can find out what kind of an unhinged evil human being he is. So let's continue.
Wilson is a self-described Christian nationalist.
But they all serve Mammon. Yeah, good joke. I like that.
On a mission to make the United States a Christian nation and the entire world a Christian world. Over the decades, he's built an international...
We was Templars and shit.
...network of more than 100...
Guys, Americans being like, we was Templars and shit.
150 churches. And last month, he opened a new one just 3 blocks from Capitol Hill, with the Defense Secretary, Pete Hegseth, attending the service. Pastor Wilson preaches a strict interpretation of the Bible. He believes women should submit to their husbands and not have the right to vote. In his view, abortion and homosexuality are criminal. He's been on the fringes of the religious right for decades, but now finds more of a mainstream Republican audience. CNN's Pamela Brown reports.
Christchurch senior pastor Doug Wilson makes no apologies for his beliefs on God and country.
I'd like to see the town be a Christian town. I'd like to see the state be a Christian state. I'd like to see the nation be a Christian nation. I'd like to see the world be a Christian world.
And now Wilson's controversial views as a Christian nationalist are gaining sway in the
Hell yeah, brothers. American Christian ISIS just dropped.
nation's center of power with the recent opening of his new church and high-profile parishioners like Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth.
Is planting a church in D.C. part of your mission to try to turn this into a Christian nation?
Yes. So every society is theocratic. The only question is who's Theo? In a secular democracy, it would be
America, arguably one of the first places on the Western Hemisphere that said there is not going to be any involvement of church in state business, and this is a hill we will die on. We will take your unwashed masses and we will free them from religious persecution. Now, of course, pivoting to, no, actually, that's super base, that we were super wrong about this, while still pretending to be American patriots. Da-dum, dum, da-dum.
be demos, the people. In a Christian republic, it'd be Christ.
Well, what would you say to someone watching this to say, look, I'm a Muslim. Who are you to say your
You'll be like, you're very welcome to convert.
worldview is better than mine, that your God is better than mine?
Might, baby. That is why it is fascist.
Well, if I went to Saudi Arabia, I would fully expect to live under their God's rules.
But you said earlier that you
But who the fuck ever? Mother. Okay, so you want a Christian Saudi Arabia for the United States of America? Okay. And,
want this to be a Christian world.
Yes.
So you want to supplant.
because let's remind ourselves, the United States of America is a secular country. Okay. It is not built upon religious institutions as its driving ideology.
Their religion with your Christian.
Yes, but Saudi Arabia, I would fully expect to live under their God's rules.
But you said earlier that you want this to be a Christian world.
Yes.
So you want to supplant their religion with your Christian.
Yes, by peaceful means, by sharing the gospel. There's a lot of work yet to do. I believe that we are working our little corner of the vineyard.
Wilson's Little Corner, a picturesque campus
Motherfucker, we're about to give Mormons assault rifles, okay? The two annoying fucking kids that knock on your door and they ask you whether you want to hear the word of God are now going to be like, hello, Mrs. Smith. You will hear the word of God. Get the fuck down! I'm talking to you about God right now, motherfucker! Do you speak Christian, bitch? Oh, Lord.
On the outskirts of downtown Moscow, Idaho, is growing by the day with thousands of like-minded Christians. Parishioners of his church, known as Kirkers, own and operate several businesses downtown, next to liberal college town stores.
If it's true,
Motherfucker, why are you developing your own fucking sect of Christianity? Motherfucker out here calling himself a true believer, yet he has not been sanctified by the great and holy trinity of the only churches that are acceptable. The great Orthodox, the great Catholics, and of course the great Protestants. Everything else is a disgusting motherfucking sect, etc., etc. That's usually that. Like, if you are a truly principled, like hardcore believing Christian motherfucker, and you do not fall under one of those three categories, you are unironically just participating in a corporate spin-off of the Word of God. I'm not saying that those three are not extremely problematic themselves, but at least they're not made by some rich white dude from the States that was like, yeah, I'm gonna talk in God's name now. I registered my church as an LLC. I will pay no taxes, and I will tell you what to believe. Yeah. New sect of Christianity is an American tradition through and through. Absolutely. Don't they have more religious denominations than S&P 500 corporations, dude?
if it's true,
Why did he yell boo? It's because it's
because of me.
because of you.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
That's a regular day for you. Why did he yell boo? It's because it's
because of me.
because of you.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
That's a regular day for you.
That's not unusual.
A big focus of his Christian movement is on a patriarchal society where men are dominant and women are expected to submit to their husbands.
Women are the kind of people that people come out of.
Okay, so this is the main reason they're doing hardcore patriarchy as their main talking point is because that is what unironically currently sells in young reactionary American circles. Okay, that's like women hatred, women should submit, etc., works unironically the best right now when it comes to taking them in when they're young. And any relatively smart reactionary movement, be it a clero-fascist one like this or any other type, will make we will give you what's the word, like state issued wives as a big part of their platform. Okay.
So you just think they're meant to have babies? That's it. They're just a vessel.
No, it doesn't take any talent to simply reproduce biologically. The wife and mother, who is the chief executive of the home, is entrusted with 3 or 4 or 5 eternal souls.
I'm here as a working journalist, and I'm a mom of 3.
Good for you.
Is that an issue for you?
No, it's not automatically an issue.
Josh and Amy
I love how they answer this shit. It's not automatically an issue, but in the long term, we're gonna have to fucking we're gonna have to bring you back to the good old womb business, woman.
Prince, along with their 4 kids, moved here from Washington State.
Do you see Amy as your equal?
Yes and no.
My fiance's father is part of one of these churches. It took years to get her out of that thought. It was just dudes who couldn't get pussy forcing women to stick around. The absolute classic.
Sense that we're both saved by grace, we're absolutely on equal footing. But we have very different purposes, God-given.
But do you see yourself as the head of the household, as the man?
He is the head of our household.
Yes.
Yes, and I do submit to him.
So like moving here
I was just
was
gonna say that.
ultimately your decision.
Yes.
That's a great
great
example.
example.
Wilson says in his
That's a great example. I have forced my wife to come to this sect place. That is my job. Women, listen to your husbands when they want to bring you across the country to continue whatever LARP they are really, really into.
vision of a Christian society,
Keep your kink to yourself.
women as individuals shouldn't be able to vote. His fellow pastors Jared Longshore and Toby Sumter agree.
In my ideal society, we would vote as households. And I would ordinarily be the one that would cast the vote, but I would cast the vote having discussed it with my household.
But what if your wife doesn't want to vote for the same
Right.
person as you?
Right. Well, then that's a great opportunity for a good discussion.
There are some who have gone so far as to say that they want the 19th Amendment repealed.
I would support that. And I'd support it on the basis that the atomization that comes with our current system is not good for humans.
And Wilson, a veteran himself, is unapologetic about his view that women shouldn't be in certain leadership or combat roles.
Looking at the leadership page for Christ Church, it's
Right.
all men. Do you accept women in leadership roles in the church and government?
In the church, no.
Why?
Because the Bible says not to.
Well, that's not what happens in the Bible. Women do lead all the time.
Progressive faith leader Reverend Jennifer Butler is concerned about Wilson's growing influence.
He is rapidly.
Like, I don't know, there's like only one person that God the Father ever actually interacted with, like actually influenced her biology, okay? Holy Mary, Mother of God. Oh, Lord.
Gaining
Have mercy on me. These fucking heretics over here, dude.
power. He has hundreds of churches established around the country. They actually literally want to take over towns and cities, and they have access to this administration.
Wilson is part of a broader Christian nationalist movement making inroads with the Trump administration, with a newly created faith office led by evangelical pastor Paula White Cain, and people seen right outside the White House entrance praying and speaking in tongues.
Yeah, Trump, the famously monogamous man. The famously monogamous... Oh, principled family, dude. Mary didn't have a Y chromosome, so Jesus must be a trans man. What would you call your mega church? What would I call my mega church? A hype train.
We are standing on the soil of the White House, and we are declaring your word.
How precious.
And now there's a monthly prayer service at the Pentagon, initiated by Hegseth, Wilson's highest level connection to the administration.
It's not organizationally tied to us, but it's the kind of thing we love to see.
For his part, Hegseth has publicly praised Wilson.
Now we're standing on the shoulders of a generation later, the Doug Wilsons and the others.
And as Wilson grows closer to the mainstream, the critics are also getting louder, accusing him and other Christian nationalists of wanting to create the dystopian world from The Handmaid's Tale, something he insists has never been his goal for society.
I'm not a white nationalist. I'm not a fascist. I'm not a racist. I'm not a misogynist.
How far out?
And I am a helicopter. I am actually Watermelon Man.
Do you see a Christian nation, like a full-on Christian theocracy?
Oh, 250 years?
250 years.
Yeah, honestly, that's yes.
What you see. But you do think it will happen?
Yes, I do. We're not going to usher in anything ourselves. We're really genuinely pioneers.
John, we reached out to the Defense Department to better understand the relationship.
We're just going to advocate for it, hoping that somebody picks up a weapon and makes it a reality, but we're not going to do it ourselves. Okay, so this is a very classic example of clerofascism, utilizing religious ideology and the othering of a particular category, in this case, the category of women and the promise of returning to a past that was never greater than this one, but that we will pitch to you as greater than this one as a means to utilize your current alienation and tell you that your current alienation does not come from either social issues or class issues, but instead because we're no longer attributing our lives to the Lord and to the nuclear family, which also in and itself is not a Christian product or a product of religion or whatever, but ironically a product of capitalism at its stage back then when women to an extent were not allowed into the workforce and therefore had to rely on a money-making American husband, which created, the whole nuclear family ideal, even though it was not ideal for anyone, including the man, including the woman, and including the children. So yeah, very, 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 very classic right-wing pitch on we will give you a puss, and she will listen to you because women be crazy right now because women be having like opinions and shit. Okay, you know why I'm saying shit a lot? Because I just finished watching The Wire, and in The Wire, there's this character that says shit in the best fucking way possible. Okay.
Shit, boy. Think I'm gonna be the scapegoat for the whole damn machine? Shit.
Clarence is gonna...
Shit, as far as the federal money's concerned, he's everything. The faucet, the goose.
Oh, goose.
The one that lays them golden eggs. Major crimes. Shit. They gonna come talk to me about money laundering in West Baltimore? Shit. Looking forward to working with you.
Shouldn't you be dead to me?
Shit. I took it easy on you, son.
For every single subscription that comes in from now until the next 5 minutes, for every single one of them, I will say, shit. Thank you for the subscription.
Sky. Shit, partner. Shit. And it's your people up in my shit. Not no feds, not no safe people from Annapolis. It's motherfuckers from my own city. For all that profile, shit, partner, you should be paying me a fee. Maurice Doby? For governor of my state? Shit.
Oh God, it's so good. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. Come on, make me say it. I want to say it. Make me say it right now. Make me fucking say it right now. God fucking damn it. Okay, let me see what Pandas hit me up here.
Wonderful,
with
a new
this
child
fucking
soldier.
dude.
I mean, subscriber.
Oh shit, 999. Thank you very much. Shit. Oh shit, on a soundboard. I need it. Right now I'm traveling, so I don't have my soundboard with me, but that's a great idea. Why are some riots okay? Why women need emotional self-control? Why the generations hate each other? The alphabet soup Nazis. What the fuck? Okay. Why women need emotional self-control. Let's see this. Men, famously not emotional creatures, okay? Girls in chat, like you know men, right? Men, we're never emotional, okay? When we beat you, it's because you deserve it. Because you're emotional, okay? When we punch the drywall, shit, it's because the drywall talked back. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, this is going to be some bull. Okay, I'm not even going to say it. You don't deserve it. No fucking gift subs. I don't fucking say it. Sadly, yes, I know men. I apologize. I apologize to all women because they have to interact with men, unironically.
Putting big switches on yourself all on the outside like just any stranger.
Okay, so this is the guy. He runs Canon Press. Or no, Canon Press. This is a masterclass. Veteran shares the gospel with Joe Rogan. God, why is everyone doing YouTube? Why does everyone have to do YouTube? Like everyone... Shit. Okay, I can't help it. I'm spoiling you fucks. I give a premise, and then I don't even follow my premise. Okay, let's see this dude. Okay, let's peek into him a little bit. Let's do our research. We're doing our research.
Can be in charge of whether I'm
What's up, Freda? Shit. Shit. Everybody say hi to Freda and give Freda a follow because Freda is now streaming, okay? And if you're more into gaming than just political commentary, Freda is the perfect person to follow and watch because he fucking good at it, okay? Also, fucking, Freda. Everybody knows Freda. So, and everybody say hi to Freda and follow Freda, okay? Okay. What's up, Freda? I hope you're doing good. Shit.
Active today. You're just allowing yourself to be controlled.
Wait, shut up.
It's like you're putting big switches on yourself all on the outside, like just any stranger can be in charge of whether I'm productive today. You're just allowing yourself to be controlled.
Shit, what?
So we're here to talk about your webinar, Rachel, which I understand is entitled Get a Grip. What's who are you?
Yes.
Who are you?
Why the fuck is this femoid here talking to us? Do I look like her husband? Are you her husband? What's going on here? Okay. We learned earlier that a woman gets to participate in the management of her household, but the man is the executive, and the man gets to represent the household to the community. We are the community, Reverend. We are watching your show. Why are you bringing a female here, okay? Doesn't she follow through on her own ideology? Motherfucker, why are you not making donuts or whatever these fucking white people eat? Out here talking and shit. Writing webinars? Webinars? Ain't no webinar. Fucking. Does this webinar look like a child that you are supposed to be raising and birthing?
Who are you talking to?
Christian women. It's just about the topic of emotional self.
How about you don't talk to my wife? My wife gets to talk to me. And that's it.
Control. That's something that
already hypocritical.
A lot of the times when I'm talking about mothering or something else that's in the background or assumed, and it causes a lot of questions.
Okay, so emotional self-control. These are strange words.
Yes.
What meanest thou?
Well, I think that this is just an area that a lot of Christian women have not seen any examples of this, so they actually don't know that you can not give in to your emotions, or if
that
you're
supposed to,
right, or sometimes there's active Christian counsel that you are supposed to get into your emotions all the time and dump them on people. And
this discussion reminded me of one of my favorite presentations of a Bible story. What is this? Woody versus God's comeback Jacob. What? The hell?
Did you know about that shit, by the way? While we're on this. Did you know about that monster?
What stuff?
Did you know that Jacob and Esau, who were brothers, Esau was the tough firstborn. He had the firstborn blessing, but his mother and Jacob conspired that they would get the blessing for Jacob because they didn't want Esau to get it.
That's right.
He went out to hunt one day. And he came back and he was super tired. And then Jacob started making this pot of lentil soup. And he made it smell super delicious. Yeah. And he's like, oh, dude, I'm super thirsty and hungry, bro. You got to feed me some soup. And he's like, I don't know. What do you got for me? And he's like, dude, just give me some soup, man. And he's like, well, you got that first son blessing? And he's like, yeah, fucking.
Give it away. No.
He's like, yeah, you can have it. You can have my fucking blessing. I just want some soup.
Just make yourself some fucking food, Jacob.
And he fucking traded up his blessing for some soup.
That's like Bart trading away his fucking soul for like what? No, it was like water sponges.
It was a bunch of bullshit. And then Isaac, who was like super blind and old and whatever, was like, okay, well, I want to also give you your whatever your prayer or your special thing. Jacob's mom goes, yo, your brother's about to get his super sick blessing.
His miracle
his miracle blessing, where like he touches you and he fucking puts the magic in you, right? He's about to get that tomorrow, so you need to go send him away to be like, yo, go chill, go do your thing or whatever. Okay. And while he's out, you need to dress up as Esau
they'll have
and go in and get that
There's no
blessing.
makeup. They can't
Isaac's
put-
old
And they're
and
like,
shit.
how the
They
fuck's
can't
that
put
gonna
a-
happen?
They can't put a Groucho Marx mask on.
So
and
because Esau is the big, like, hairy hunter, strong guy,
Yeah.
then he's like, okay, get some fucking lamb fur and put it on your body. And he walks in, and then Isaac's like, yo,
What about his voice?
yo, Esau, is that? Yeah. So he heard him. He's like,
Yeah.
is that you, my son? And he's like, yeah, it's me. He's like, that don't sound like you. Come over here. And he's like,
Let me rub your fur.
and then he touches him, and he said he feels the fur, and then he touches him, and he feels the beard, and he goes, I don't know. But I guess it's you, though. Here's that blessing. And he fucking gets it. And, and Jacob's like, yeah.
What a hustle.
He fucking stole it twice.
Ill-begotten blessing.
And then Esau was like,
Fucking grinding God's blessings, dude.
I'm going to kill you. And he's like, yeah, I know. That's true.
That's
fair. True.
I don't.
And he fucking pieced the fuck out. And his mom was like, all right, I'm going to hide you in the trunk. And we're driving
Of her
out.
car.
Wait, what?
Because she was just like, I can't stop your brother from trying to kill you because you know what? You deserve that shit.
But you
I
believe
can't.
you helped.
You helped, though, bitch.
But you help. But I can just say, like, go wait till the heat dies down. And he doesn't want to kill you anymore, and then it's gonna be great. It'll be fun. And fuck, it's same guy that, like, you know, he, like, as we know later on, hustled with an angel that he wouldn't let go
Why is
because
he
he was
so
like,
obsessed with blessing?
because he fucking needs it, bro.
It's the currency of the time, brother.
You need so many blessings.
When he smells a blessing, he's going to get it. And if he's dreaming and a ladder is there and an angel's like going up top, he's like, I know you got that blessing, though.
Jacob, you have so many blessings. Can everyone else just have a blessing, maybe?
No one can have a blessing.
No, you have all the.
I'm gonna be the billionaire of blessings.
Jacob.
And if you're wondering how it turns out, Jacob eventually becomes like super successful and prosperous and rich, as does Esau. And then he
Because
kind
of
of
the
goes.
blessings.
And later on, he's just like, "Hey, bro, like, why don't we remember how like I fucking stole all your
Yeah.
shit? I'm sorry about that. How about we make up and stuff?" And Esau's like,
Steals his
"Go
lap.
fuck yourself."
Really?
But I'm not gonna keep trying to kill you. How about
Okay,
that?
well,
all right.
It's basically crypto.
Well, that ends well.
Not really. I still hate your guts, and you're still full of shit. Fuck you. But I'm not trying to take your life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was truly a story. Holy shit. Holy is the word for it. Oh, Lord.
Whatever. So I would say it's both lack of experience of what I think is a basic Christian discipline, as well as a lot of experience of what the world is promoting, which is a totally other way to handle your emotions.
And they call that being authentic or being the real you or not being phony or
Right. Or standing up for yourself or whatever.
Okay, so before we go into the idea of learning self-control, emotional self-control, can we be...
Wait, women standing up for themselves is a toxic way of doing emotional regulation. Well, holy mother of gaslight.
Begin by agreeing, you would agree that there is such a thing as someone harming themselves by stuffing it.
Totally.
Right, so it's not really self-control so much as it is repression or
Right.
they're not dealing with it.
And you could see it in any other area. I think we would understand that. Like you could say learning the habits of eating healthy or ways different than saying, I love anorexia. Like where you're saying, here's how you ought to behave. It's very different than a eating disorder. You know, like you can talk about how to deal with this.
So just as there's a difference between
Okay,
someone who's
let's,
sexually frigid or...
We're already starting. We're inventing strawmen, and now we're going to have rigorous debate versus the non-existing person in the room, okay?
repressed, and
Yes.
someone who's self-controlled.
Right.
There's an analogy there,
Totally.
actually, with all the appetites. Basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so in our era, we have given way, and the Christian world has given way to the world's statement that you've got to let it all hang out, and that's what honesty is.
Right.
Why does that make people so unhappy?
You mean following that counsel?
That counsel.
Because it's a horrible God to serve. Like your own emotions are incredibly fickle. So you could have, like, just think of an example of a mom with her children. She could have one day where she's very angry with her kids and frustrated, and then the next day be feeling full of love for them, and like your own emotional responses are all over the place. And if you think that you're just supposed to follow those and that they're meaningful in some way, it's like there is no solid place to stand ever. You have no objective truth.
And the kids are walking on eggshells.
It's a horrible place to be a kid.
Where every day, which mom do we have today?
Right. And also, I think it's hugely, I think the Christian church is very vulnerable because, well, as the Bible says, women are...
Some women are bad parents because they lose their shit on their kids all the time. And our solution to that is religious principle. But then if you're only being good because of religious principle, you're not really being good. You're just following a doctrine. You have not internalized the doctrine. You're just following it blindly.
Gullible. But if you go all the way back to Eve, and you look at the dialogue with Eve and Satan, he is playing on her emotions. I mean, like, he's playing on the questions of, like, making yourself feel like God's leaving you out of something, right? Like, he gets handles on her behavior through how she feels about the doubts that he raises or whatever. He makes her doubt things. He makes her feel insecure. He makes her feel like she's being left out or God is.
Yeah, but the allegory there is that Satan is playing on human insecurities. I love how they're repitching this as a gendered question, right? Because Satan is trying to use man-made, human-made ego as a thing that only can be ascribed to women. What are we doing here?
Ripping them off somehow. And that, I just think women still do that. Like, the more you're given over to your emotions, the easier you actually are to control, the easier it is for other people
to manipulate you.
Yes, and like it's like you're putting big switches on yourself all on the outside. Like, just any stranger can be in charge of whether I'm productive today or not, or anyone on the internet can decide that I'm not going to do my duties today. Like, you're just allowing yourself to be controlled.
Okay, so the answer to that is to be controlled by your husband. What?
If you take your emotional life and make that the baseline, or make your emotional life the foundation of your life.
Yes.
And then build your life, your marriage, your family, your mothering, all of that on top of it. When your emotions go up and down, your whole life goes up and down.
Yeah.
Everything goes up and down.
Well, everything in your life is always vulnerable. Then you have nothing that's actually safely tied off outside.
Okay, but give me an example of how I limit emotional outbursts. How do I limit emotional outbursts? Maybe, I don't know, create a society in which I will be pretty materially well off so that I don't have to think about 700 other things besides my kids and my partner. Maybe there you go. That's like one solution, for parents, not just women, of course, to, lose their shit on their kids all the time. Or maybe create a social care net for all children of a particular community where you help each other out, raise them, stuff like that, systemic stuff. But no, I think it's just going to be like hyper focus on the myth that women are hyper emotional while men are these stoic trees that tie them down. So hyper focus on this ideologized version of a mother and a woman, and then address that straw man that you've devised in your head as a means to make yourself more stable. Like basically gaslight yourself into thinking that the reasons you are angry all the time are not societal, are not your material conditions, are not the relationship you find yourself in. No, you're unstable because you're a woman. That's the pitch. right? Like a woman needs to proactively manage her emotional state because she is a woman, because she's putting these, as she says, on and off switches all over herself that allow other people to manipulate her. So we're just inventing shit.
Side of how I feel today.
Right. And if the foundation is something other than that, like the covenant or what God says, about you.
The objective hard truths of Scripture.
Yeah, the cold gray concrete of revealed truth is down here, and your emotions are built on top of that. Your emotions go up and down. This stays firm, and after a while, your emotions get tired and say, "This isn't working."
I think that one of the things that is misunderstood often, like we were talking about, that it's not.
So yeah, basically, Herder. Herder, you need ideological belief if you don't want to be an unhinged woman. Women are unhinged because we say so. And we have a pitch on what ideological belief you should underpin that on. Crazy. Mr. Hugo, I come to you with hope, brother. Do you know Turb? He is doing a 7-day stream for charity called 7th Gen Rising. He has guests on like Noah Samson yesterday, and he said he would love to have you on and the other The Program Boys on. Sure. Hit me up. Hit me up. Tell Turb to hit me up anywhere on Twitter or on Discord or wherever. I'm open. Very open.
Anorexia. To say this is a healthy way to eat is not anorexia. And that's a good illustration because I think the world is promoting bulimia in a big way, right? Like binge and purge all the time. That's what we got to do. And whenever you say, no, let's enjoy God's food the way we ought to, people assume you're saying, let's starve ourselves to death. But the reality is that
there's nothing fun to extract from these conversations. Straw men that we're fist fighting with air.